art. But if they're just going to... I think this is ridiculous.
Why don't we have them turn the other way? We'll turn the other way. Must be something. I think it's
Well,
you know that...
I came here to hear the secrets of the Illuminati, and they're just sitting there staring at me.
Come on, ask us. We're the authorities. Ask us something.
All right.
Ah, okay.
At last, an admission. Incidentally, it should be mentioned that it's extremely dangerous to talk about the secrets of the Illuminati. Groups which have done so have been known to disappear instantaneously in a flash of fire.
There's usually a smell of brimstone afterwards.
Yeah.
That's been reported by most of the authorities, sulfur and brimstone.
The problem is that most of this has happened when they've been alone, and no one has really ever been with them when they were alone.
And usually there's a kind of boing sound just before they go. Hey, I think there's something wrong with my mic. I'm hearing a funny echo.
This is the mic that's providing the nice feedback. Can
Funny
you
echo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cut this down just a bit. Microphones.
And yet you can't explain it. People either understand it or they don't. Like the famous story about Nasruddin. You know what I'm going to say? And they say no. He says, well, if you're so dumb you don't know what I'm going to say, I'm not going to bother talking to you. And he takes off. So the next time he goes back to that town, they ask him to speak. He says, do you know what I'm going to say? And they all yell yes. He says, well, if you know it, I don't have to say it then. And the secrets of the Illuminati are very much like that. You either understand the eye in the pyramid, or you don't. If you understand it, you understand why the Zen Buddhists say the Buddha has only one eye. You understand why the great Protestant theologian Meister Eckhart said the eye with which I look at God is the eye with which God looks at me. And these pieces fit together. If they don't fit together, we can go on for the next 96 hours and it still won't fit together. So instead of trying to explain the eye in the pyramid, which you either just got or you didn't get, I will tell you the story of Timothy Leary and Marilyn Monroe, because people keep telling me I'm a philosopher, and I find it very hard to believe. I still think of myself as an entertainer. That's a habit I can't lose. And the story about Timothy Leary and Marilyn Monroe, it's in Tim's autobiography, which is the first book of Dr. Leary's to come out from a New York publisher since 1968. They finally decided that he's not a nun person anymore. He really exists, and if he's going to write sexual scandal, they'll even publish him. If he'd stopped writing these inscrutable neurogenetic, psychological, ethnomethodological, sociobiological treatises, they're not interested. But they're interested in publishing things like his autobiography, especially since there are hundreds of passages of this order. One day he was in Los Angeles, and who comes to his hotel room door but Marilyn Monroe? And he recognized her right away, of course. He says, hey, what are you doing dropping in here all of a sudden like this? And she said, I've been hearing for years about the fabulous Timothy Leary. I want to ball you and see what it's like. And Timothy says, my God, of all the nights in my life, you come tonight. I have been lecturing and traveling. I haven't slept in 3 nights. I'm absolutely exhausted. It's impossible. And she says, Tim, look at this. And she takes out this pill. She says, this is the most powerful aphrodisiac in the world. You think LSD does something for your nervous system? Try this stuff. See what this does for you. So Tim took it right away. Because he's an experimentalist, and you can't have much common sense in being an experimentalist, as Charles Fort pointed out. If you said to Tim, here's something that'll make you absolutely insane for 6 months, he'd say, I've been studying insanity all my life. Oh, let's try it and see what it's like from the inside. So he took it, and they had the most fabulous sexual experience in the history of the universe. Things are being passed around from galaxy to galaxy. All across, there are 2 billion known galaxies now. I know they found another one yesterday. It's 2 billion and 1 now. From galaxy to galaxy, they're passing the message around about that night. This is the whole purpose of the universe, so that a night like that could actually transpire. That Marilyn Monroe and Timothy Leary could really get it on at that level of intensity. Now we know the purpose of creation. And from galaxy to galaxy, the message is going. It was that good that night. And in the morning, he said, "What was that stuff? I got to get more of that." And she said, "It's aspirin." That's one of the first grade secrets of the Illuminati. Before we all disappear in a puff of smoke, E.J., do you want to tell them one of the second grade secrets?
I thought really we were going to tell new secrets.
I'm starting at the lower levels.
All right. Do you want to do that and work your way down? Down and in. When you start into the secrets of the Illuminati, you have to work the secrets of the Illuminati in the same way that you work a lover. The Illuminati basically is a lover and has to be approached in a very delicate, gentle way, a little at a time. But like a lover, you have to be prepared to go deeper and deeper into fusion in order to really understand it. So if you're not prepared to go all the way tonight, I guess this next secret will be just as good.
And what if we
Years ago, well, what the hell? If you are, then this will take us just that much closer. Years ago, the young man living in the town of Lud